This week on What's Good Cape Cod, we're counting down our 10 most popular episodes of 2021, coming from you, our viewers. I'm Sarah Lapsley Martin.
And I'm Katie Clancy. Welcome back to What's Good Cape Cod, where we show you Cape Cod through the eyes of a couple of locals.
And every week we come at you with a new video showing you a person, place, and thing we think you should know about.
And so this week is our last show of 2021 and the last show of our second season, if you can believe that. We still can't believe we're now going into our third year. It's crazy. Sarah, you remember like how we started?
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of like, let's do something together. We met at the West End. We had a little cocktail there, and that's where everything was born. We were like, we need to do something together, to be able to work together, showcase our community, the area that we love, and look at what we've done. And how are we, a whole nother year has passed.
I know. And we've made it through the pandemic, like all this. In fact, so like we had goals. We weren't like messy about it. We knew what we wanted to do. We wanted, this person, place, and thing, sort of came to us, but we wanted to make sure that we really did show people Cape Cod through the eyes of locals. Not like we love if visitors enjoy our show too, but we want everybody to see what we see, the way we see it, and enjoy it the way we enjoy it. We also know that lots of people think that real estate agents aren't nice to each other. Like you and I are competitors, like literal in the same market.
Yep.
And
our offices are right next to each other.
Right next to each other. And look at this. We can create together. We can collaborate rather than compete, we love that hashtag, collaboration over competition. And listen, we're real estate agents. We know that when we get out here and we're sharing all this stuff and we're in front of people, of course we want you to call us and do business with us. But we're still having fun if you don't. So we've stayed true to those principles. And I'm really proud of us, Sarah.
I am too. And it's just, when you think about the first few episodes, we were on your couch together, obviously pre-COVID. And then it was
like immediately pre-COVID.
Yeah, it was like 3 episodes in and then it was COVID. And we're like, well, we didn't really expect that.
Yeah. But we made it work. Actually, This has ended up being an awesome format, I think.
I agree. And, so lucky that we now can do like our own locations and things like that.
Yes.
But I'm just so excited that we've gotten through a whole nother season, another year. Thank you to everyone who watches, who comments, who shares. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. So we went and looked at what you guys liked. And so we're just going to give you a rundown of the top 10 of your favorites and some highlights from those. You ready?
So what's number 10?
So number 10, our 10th most popular episode was the one about Ken Jenks, Larkspur Days Cottages, and Beta Sound Neighbors. Now Ken Jenks was a legend in the DY school district, and he passed away unexpectedly, and we were happy to be able to honor him. And you had been at Larkspur.
An amazing stay at Larkspur Day Cottages, which is one of the little cottages there that all have the flower names. And
yes,
it's an amazing thing. Book a trip next year.
Actually, I do need to do that.
Yes.
And Beta Sound Neighbors, which my business partner Jeff is part of, which is neighbors taking care of neighbors, especially elderly folks in the Denison Yarmouth area. Okay, so what was number 9?
Number 9, Dan Wolf, The Doghouse, and The Drive-In.
Yes. So I was like, we have to do Dan Wolf because I just come off like this big charity event and he's just so generous, and he's been such a, even with his political career, has been such a champion of Cape Cod and our needs, and really tuned into us. And you were talking about the Doghouse, right?
The Doghouse, for people that don't know, is in Dennisport. They of course have hot dogs, but it's a delicious restaurant. They have I think it's called the Wienermobile. It's like a little.
I still haven't seen the Wienermobile, by the way.
God, it's amazing. And it's such a great business because they truly love to give back. So they partnered up with Barnstable Brewing, and they give back to widows and transition, and compassionate care ALS. So
that's right. And
the other one was the Drive-In, the Wellfleet Drive-In.
Who doesn't love the Drive-In?
Exactly.
So awesome. Okay, number 8.
Oh, yes.
Amy of Cape Cod Moms. Now, this is one that you were involved in, right?
Yeah. So Amy of Cape Cod Moms, she's just amazing. Everything she does for the community. And she has this, they have like this video podcast, kind of like us, called Cape Cod Moms. So a great person to follow. and then Grazing Cape Cod, which is not
so yummy. That was your Christmas gift to me last year.
Yes, she's just like, and she's only grown her business. I just saw that she posted something about like that she was Martha Stewart approved. So you got to look into that more, but that's amazing. So,
really?
Yeah.
They
growing business.
I would love to see. We might have to revisit. That might be what we might need to do a hot take over there.
I agree.
And on that episode, we were also, so that was in the springtime, signs of spring. My gosh, it seems like forever away.
Agreed.
Just getting into the depths of winter. So interestingly, our first 10, 8 through 10 were all like our studio ones. And then as we get up higher in the list, you guys obviously really like it when we go on location places. So our number 7 was one of our first on locations, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't our very first.
Well, it was our first one that we changed to like having a professional video. So we had done on locations. We had done a lot of on location, or a few on locations, but then that was our first real stepping up our game.
When we actually hired a professional videographer, which was a good move.
And it was worth it. And that episode is just beautiful. All that delicious food and cocktails and
that was actually a really gorgeous one. And Jen, total rock star. She has multiple businesses on Cape Cod, just such a champion for local business, and has been someone that I think you and I both really admire and use as a role model.
100%. Everything she does, I don't even know how she has the time for it all.
I know. Oh my gosh. What was number 6?
Ooh, number 6, on location at the Captain David Kelly House. This was my personal favorite. Sorry, everyone else, but I love them. They are, just so fun. They put on this amazing show. They dress up in costume, and they have their stone wars, and the breakfast. It's delicious on top of everything, and then you get to judge, and it's fun, and they're just amazing. And you can stay there too. You could stay there as well, of course. But we just went for the little, brunch scone wars.
So do you remember which scone you liked better?
I can't remember if it was Rick or Tom's.
Is it the triangle one or the circle one?
I think I like the circle one better.
And I like the triangle one.
Thank goodness we were tied.
No kidding. I was afraid we both were going to like the same one, and they'd be like, "Get out!"
Yeah, we're banned.
So that was number 6. Number 5, this is kind of interesting. Number 5 is one that we just shot last week. So this must be a huge popular one too, because it's only had a short time to get viewers and whatnot, but it's Wash Ashore Home.
Yeah.
So that's Peyton and Sarah over in Dennis Village with their interior design shop over there.
Their beautiful mood boards and just everything they do to transform a home.
And speaking of beauty, this is also this was one of the first episodes when we upped our tech again, didn't we? Didn't Matt sort of take it up a notch with his mics? And yes. I thought the camera work was particularly good. I don't know if he did something different. I thought it looked really
better
good.
And better each time.
Yeah, we are like, God, I can't wait to see where we are next year.
Lucky to have these, Matt and Eric behind us.
Absolutely. So that was number 5. What's number 4?
Ooh, number 4 is actually one of my other favorites too. Jenny Wheeler and the team at the Family Table Collaborative. That one we had how many course?
So many. I think there were like 10 or 11.
Yeah. And just that beautiful picture of the table with the food and that lemon cake at the end.
That's right.
Out of there.
I know. And I was like, I was going to have a snack beforehand. I'm so glad I didn't. We were so stuffed.
And they have come so long since that episode. They've opened their doors to the public.
Yes.
So everything she's done, we can like truly see come to life. And it's been a great process to watch.
That's actually been a very cool thing. So we're watching some of these businesses and some of these people just grow as time goes on. And we actually did a hot take with her to look at her progress. I have a feeling we'll be doing another one of those at some point because that place is just getting better. So that was number 4. Number 3, we have a thing with food.
I love this one too.
The ice cream smuggler. So we went I learned a lot in that one. I did not realize there was so much history about that one that I was unaware of.
I agreed. And I think one of the cool things was that she was saying that someone from HGTV came in and showed them how to redo their space.
Yes, I forget. Well, a designer came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deconstructed ice cream cone was when they redid everything. I couldn't believe that. I mean, I just thought it was amazing.
Yep, the color of the walls. Oh, and there's that picture of you in that dress. You were so perfectly dressed for that episode.
I was like, how do I not wear this? And then we ate that the biggest ice cream ever. And
what do they call it? Do you remember what they call it? I forget what treasure. Yes.
And it was like, we thought we couldn't eat it, but we kind of ate it.
You put a pretty hard dent in it.
And my dog and Liv was there too.
Yes, that's right.
Had a few bites. Yeah, that was a really fun one.
And your parents and their dog.
Yes.
Would I say that? Yeah.
We had everyone there today.
Yes. So number 2 is interesting because it was not an on location. So that means that this one was really, really popular.
Yes.
Because it's, just shot on Zoom, just like this, but people really were into this one. And we featured Jen Rose with her back office business, Glass Over Tea Kettle, which you can speak more about, and Backyard Chickens, which of course are just fun. But I loved the concept of choosing Jen because she takes care of all of literally the stuff that all these people, we have all of these makers and doers on the Cape, like builders or chefs, and they want to start these businesses and they're good at the technical aspects of their business, but not necessarily gifted at bookkeeping or payroll or any of that stuff. And she handles all of that so that people can go out there and do their work. Like it's like what we need here in Cape Cod with all the small businesses. Yeah. And then Glass Over Tea Kettle.
Glass Over Tea Kettle. I love these ladies. They are the ones that make that stunning stained glass artwork. They had one of their pieces, or now I think 2, if not more, of their pieces at the Katuitt Center for the Arts in the art show.
I did not know
very talented, stunning artworort that they made.
And didn't you get a glass plant? I thought I saw on your Insta.
I just recently got a glass plant. Thank you, ladies. And I don't really have a green thumb, I have a black thumb, so it's perfect for me because it's a stained glass plant. I can never kill it. So
just don't break it.
Everyone out there.
And then we also talked about Backyard Chickens, which are near and dear to my heart, of course. By the way, just a little anecdote. So I was out this morning opening the chickens and just doing whatever. And there's this one chicken that's been hanging around me a lot. So I'm like, I pick her up and snuggling her, and she's into it. And I'm like, oh, I'll scratch your little neck. And then I'm like, ooh, there's your drumsticks. And I'm like, this is weird. But she was like, no, more to it. So chickens can be affectionate. Just going to add that to that episode.
Very loving chicken.
Yeah, weird, but real.
Right.
And we are finally at our number 1. What was our number one most popular?
Imprints with Steve Karras over there. That was a really fun one. Another one I learned a lot about them as a business and everything they do. It's impressive how much they crank out over there.
How much they crank out, how broad, how far they they're taking care of people in Hawaii at one, I don't know if it was for a Super Bowl or some championship of some sort. They had to, when our team won, they had to go right to work at 11 o'clock at night and crank out all these hats and t-shirts. That's a big deal.
Agreed.
And they have what was that Dutch, it was from Denmark, I don't know, the way they recycle their water.
Yeah, so they recycle it so it's not, all the dirty water basically isn't going back into places we don't want it. So that they're also conscious, which is amazing.
They made a huge investment to do that.
Exactly. But they care about where they live. They care about Cape Cod. They don't want to do the right thing.
Well, that's how you end up on our show, right?
Exactly. If they were polluting, we wouldn't.
That wouldn't read well. That is a bad look. Oh man. So that's it, you guys. That's our top 10 most popular episodes of season 2, 2021. Now you really know what's really good Cape Cod. And if you're watching on YouTube, you got to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified, and also the bell so you can be notified when we start dropping episodes for season 3. Oh my gosh.
So exciting. And if you're looking for more information about anything you saw today, go to our website, what'sgoodcc.com, where we'll have all the shows uploaded. So anything that you missed, you can watch. And thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next year.
Yes. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Bye.